is at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride of winners in 7 of their last 9. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
To kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards on the play. And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Stroud completes this out wide. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turnovers in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Here's Stroud.
First down, Kansas City.
And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
On the quick, right? 18, good.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williamson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Stroud to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
18.
The throwing again is Stroud. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now Hall to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
10 yards to go.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. What's that?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right.
Stroud out of the gun here. Good move at the 30. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of words in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 3rd and 12. Stroud looking to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they rally quickly defensively after the grab. Body gets it to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
42-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for Adams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for it all. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And as we enter the final slate of games of the regular season, he's trying to hold on and capture the crown as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These 2 teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago back in Week 15, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, 43.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. So they get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Stopped up at the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll find McMillan here. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 2nd and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 4. Here goes Stroud again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Attack, attack! 15!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. This will be taken at the 13. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williamson. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The extra point try now from Dicker. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 30. Three. And Bigsby once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Here's Cooper. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is caught by McMillan. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Mahomes going to throw it here. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Williamson. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Color. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead.
Wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now Cooper looks to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great...
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so right. It's so right. It's so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many things on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Trip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to Bounced up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make him get slapped. It's so right.
Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen.